Hello, beautiful women, and welcome to Birthing My Being. This will be a message for the woman who is questioning her path. Maybe you have been on one trajectory for a while, and now you're just feeling a shift inside where you're starting to question, am I on the right path? Am I really living according to my truth? Is there something deeper or something more or something new that you might want to move towards? Or maybe something in your outer reality has happened and it's starting to make you question or doubt your direction or your path or maybe your next steps. So this could be that you're going through like a really big change all of a sudden. Maybe you found out that you have to move. Maybe you found out that your relationship was not what you were expecting it to be, or you are encountering something maybe external that's now giving you an opportunity to reflect to see, is this direction, is this path, is this life that I've been creating truly where my soul is wanting me to go? And this will be a reading that I will offer you with the Ancient Stones Oracle from Rebecca Campbell. And this is really, hopefully, will just be a space and time where you can feel a sense of grounding, feel a sense of clarity or truth, or something maybe click for you where you might feel guided towards your next steps, or maybe the words that you needed to hear, maybe the reminders and the truth that you needed to feel as you navigate this questioning period and time in your life right now. So I hope this message can be grounding for you, and I hope that you can receive something that you needed today, something that will bring you closer and connect you back to who you really are, so that you can create a beautiful life that is truly in harmony with your heart and who you are inside. So let's dive in and see what wants to come through here for you today. Okay. I'm going to start with 3 cards, and I'll just go into sort of the overall feeling that I have for you and any guidance or teaching that I want to offer you today just as you navigate this questioning. Okay. This is beautiful. I love what I'm seeing here so far. Okay, so first card we have the records. And it says, remember why you came, be bold, legacy. Next, we have creativity, which is all about trusting your vision, creative expression. And then last, we have returning, spiral journey, growth, renewal, healed. So what I feel like this is related to for you, just with the first card coming out about the records, that to me, and the reason I picked the stone deck too is because I feel like the stones can be very grounding, can be very like connect you back to your body, to your bones, to this physical realm, especially when you're in a season of questioning or, wondering like, where do I belong? Why am I here? What am I doing? Am I making the right choices? Am I on the right path here? And the first card coming out of the records, I really feel like this is a call for you to come back to who you truly are and your bigger why. Like right now, whatever smallness you might feel or see in front of you, this could be really connecting you to think bigger and grander than just the next 6 months. Because maybe the questioning and this feeling inside of you is like, am I really making the right choices? Am I really living aligned to who I am? Am I really like wanting to stay in this job? Maybe there's that questioning again of this doubt or something is missing. And this is an invitation to come back to, what is your bigger why? What is the legacy that you want to leave behind? Thinking bigger than the next month, 6 months, 1 year, thinking the next 10, 20, 50 rest of your life years. And that's not to be overwhelming or to feel scattering, but it's a call when you really get real and you come back to you and you say, am I living according to what legacy I want to leave behind? Because even if you are just starting out something new, or maybe you've been in the same cycle or job or pattern for a while, like this is always an opportunity to realign, restructure, review, revisit where you can be living more according to your truth. Because if something is feeling like it's not serving you, or in a year you don't want to even maybe be doing the same thing, whether that's related to your work or just your family life or your home life, sometimes those bigger vision changes really start by the simple small steps in front of you, by getting clear on what's going to feel like this legacy energy for you. And that often invites us into a sense of boldness, into a sense of bravery, into a feeling of thinking and connecting again to the bigger vision, more than just the day to day, more than just the ruts and routines that you might be stuck in. It's like, why did I come here? Why did I choose to come here? And is the way that I'm living really aligned to this legacy, to this mission, to this story, this gift that I want to leave behind? And that might feel really big, but maybe for some of you that clicks, that clicks something in for you. And I think since it is, the records, the stone, you think of stone tablets, you think of hieroglyphics, you think of carvings in stones. This also feels to me like maybe there's something that has been written or that you need to write, that you need to scribe or transcribe or carve or create, that will connect you back to this. Maybe it's a personal manifesto. Maybe it is something that you have already written in a book or in a journal, or that you need to like go back to and be like, oh yeah, like I have, this was the most authentic version and expression of me that came through, and I need to return to that now. Or maybe it's something that you wrote out 5 years ago and you're like, you know what, this is no longer me and I need to review and edit and update this. So yeah, see where that lands for you and what that inspires you into. But the real call there, I feel, is to the questioning this, am I on the right path? Is this the right direction for me? I feel like you're being invited to really come back to the core of who you are and to see, what do I want to leave behind me, and how can I commit one step deeper to that with devotion today. Next, we have this creativity card. And you'll see like this circle, and then the next card here is also about the spiral. So this could also be something that like is coming up again for you to revisit. Maybe that's a contract or an agreement or something that you might need to renew. Maybe it's a lease, maybe it's a contract for work, or maybe it's something related to partnership or children or family life. But I feel like there's a sense of something is trying to come full circle for you. And the creativity card is really asking, like, are you really aligned with your creative expression? Are you giving that room? Maybe you're like, there's this beautiful light here that she has up there in her crown. And so maybe you're receiving visions at this time, or you're feeling like inspired to start something totally new that maybe is tied to your legacy, that maybe is tied to the feeling of why you're here. Because ultimately, whenever that questioning energy comes up, sometimes it's driven by doubt, and maybe you're like facing the self doubt, but also sometimes it's driven by that soul of like, are you really saying yes to the soul calls, the urges, the nudges, the creative dreams, the visions, the part of you that wants to express and just be in your creativity, trusting that vision, trusting the inklings that are coming to you at this time, because this questioning can really be just a time to commit deeper to your reason for being here. And that's what brings me to the returning card. That's why I feel like there's something here where you've been here before. Maybe you've like, oh, I've literally had this same questioning before. You've literally hit a season before where you're like, why am I here? Am I doing this right? Should I quit my job? Should I start something different? Should I move out of the country? Like there's some feeling of like, I've been here before. And that is the spiral journey, right? Where you kind of heal, you transform, you go off, maybe you adventure, and then you come back and you've hit this moment of like, is this really still me? Is this really still aligned for me? And so there's some feeling of like returning. Maybe you're going back to a place that you used to live. Maybe you're going back to an old friendship or connection, or you're opening up your creative writing again, or you're, getting back into this beautiful vision that you set for your life. You're coming back to you here, and there's something that wants to really come full circle for you. And sometimes the questioning that we feel like surfacing or arising can be connected to that desire to just simply live more according to who you truly are. And this is a beautiful moment now for you to step in and see what really is the most authentic, refined version of me. What is that authentic path for me? And even if you're not completely doing a 180 flip degree of your entire world or reality, and maybe it's something that you can shift in your day-to-day life, where you do carve more room out for your creativity. You do allow yourself to receive these visions, these downloads, these dreams. You let them speak more for you. And if there's something that wants to begin or something that wants to complete for you, then letting that come to a total sense of completion. Maybe that looks like you really closing out some chapter in your life. Okay, this is all about Dancing with Stones movement, teamwork, partnership. So this could also be, I just felt like there was one more card here to complete this message for you. This could be you're coming back to something, you're reviewing something, you're having the opportunity to make a new decision. And now there's a sense of like, how can I collaborate and work with others? This is a card of partnership, teamwork. This is a card of no longer doing it alone. So maybe as you've been like really reviewing, why am I here? What is my legacy? What do I want to leave behind? What lights up my creativity? What sparks my passion? And how can I give more room to that in my life? And there's this feeling again, I've been here before, the spiral journey, but something has healed. You have grown. You are no longer that same person. You are no longer in that same story, even if it feels familiar, even if this question is like, oh, I've been in this question before, I've asked myself this before, but now I feel like there might be something related to teamwork, partnership, and this could also be you just really collaborating with your own spiritual connection, with really allowing yourself to receive answers in your own inner guidance and coming back to that intuition. Or maybe this could be something related to work or teamwork, or a sense of something shifting in that for you. Or you have an opportunity now to have a conversation with a coworker or boss or someone, and you get to be in that healed, renewed version of you that's no longer going to settle or say the same thing or kind of pacify the same energy. Maybe this is about you really showing up in a new way, because you are coming back to, why am I here? What is my legacy? I can't play small anymore. I have to dream bigger, be bolder, and really stand in my brilliance and allow myself to have healthy agreements, partnerships, relations, teams that are going to see and honor me for really being who I am. So, letting yourself, again, this is really letting yourself be supported by life, knowing that your creative dreams and sparks and visions want to take shape in your life, that whatever you're either ending or stepping into is not with the same version of you. Even if you're asking the same questions, even if you're like, I've been here before, something in you has changed. And that's going to allow you to step forward in union, in partnership, and collaboration with more of yourself, with more of this sense of value, with more of this sense of really, this is who I am and I have to honor me now. And no matter what type of agreement or setting or place that I'm at, I need to honor me now. I need to remember why I'm here and not focus just on why all of these other people are showing up the way that they are, because you have creative dreams and you are the only one who can really be in that sovereign leadership of your direction in life. So give yourself room for that. If you're questioning everything, this is not necessarily a message of blow it all up and change course and, completely shift into a new reality. This is more about you coming back to that soul space that says, I know why I'm here. I know who I am. I choose to honor my creative calling. I choose to allow myself to be this healed version of me. And I choose to attract the right relationships, agreements, partnerships, contracts, teams, and energy that is going to reflect and allow me to be that person. Choosing to be supported, collaborating with spirit, and letting yourself, it's like this feeling of once you can really be in here again and know why you are here and know who you are, the questioning or this like anxious mental energy will start to settle. This isn't about having instant answers or like a 5-step plan. It's about allowing you to come back to your why you're here. And if you're questioning why you're here, maybe this is the invitation to say, what lights me up. There's something about creativity here for you, and you might not get the instant answers, but by choosing to follow that creative spark or follow that desire to write, go back to something that maybe you already have written, and trust in the spiral journey. Because this like returning card, I always feel like is something has just came full circle. That's why you're having this questioning moment of what am I doing? Why am I here? Who am I? It's like, oh, because congratulations, you've actually came around this full spiral now and you're ready to step into a full new cycle. So that's what I'm really feeling for you with this. Additional resources for you as you navigate this questioning. Human design is a really powerful tool. If you haven't ever checked out your chart, um, or you've never had a reading, I would be super happy to support you in that, because it's a great way to see your energy and your blueprint through a very grounded, structured lens that's going to support you in carving this new path, really staying true to you. And also, if you are looking for a way to really feel held during all of this transition or change, the Birthing My Being app is also an amazing resource for you, because it really supports you in this journey of soul, this journey of creating a life that's really in alignment with who you are inside. And so, if you have any questions about any of that, I will put the links below this video. And yeah, I hope this was supportive for you, and I look forward to seeing you in a future reading.